Let my loving, let my loving lay your heart on me.
Hello everyone, this is the first video of a new series that I'm doing. I'm an au pair near New York City, which means I spend lots and lots of my weekends in New York City, and I want to give you inside tips, and I want to give you a closer look at this city with photos and video. In each of these travel guide videos, I'm going to give you 4 sites or places in New York City that you have to visit. I'm going to give you lots of information about it. I'm going to show you videos and photos that I took. I'm going to give you my opinion on it, if it's worth it to go or not, and I'm going to give you like some inside tips, and I don't know what I'm doing with my hands, so let's go. The first thing that I'm going to talk about in this video is the Empire State Building. The Empire State Building is a huge building in New York City that probably all of you have seen already, like in movies and stuff. I think there's 2 like tops where you can see the view. There's the VIP floor, which is like 100 something, but it's not worth it. And everyone says no, don't do that one. Do the normal one. The normal one is the 86th floor, and it's the one that you always see on like touristy photos and stuff, where there's like these gates kind of in front of you, but it's not like bad for photos or anything. It's actually pretty cool. Tickets to this view are $30, which is totally worth it in my opinion. You have a view of all of New York City. Central Park is kind of far away, so you can see it, but it's not like really like visible on photos and stuff. I went with my best friend when she visited, and we went at around, I would say 10 or 11 a.m. and we didn't have a crowd, we didn't have lots of waiting time, we could just walk through the whole building. And also, the Empire State Building, it's not just the view on top, it's also like going through it and getting up. You get like these headphones and you can listen to information about the Empire State Building. It's like there's so many movies where people that work in the Empire State Building are like the main characters or something. I would say it takes you like 1.5 hours / 2 hours to get like the whole experience, if you're wondering. And at that time of the day, like the sun is in the perfect spot to get the best photos. I'm gonna show you one photo where you can see that our lighting was perfect. If you go to New York City, you gotta do that. It's amazing. There's also like a rooftop thing on Rockefeller Center, but I'm going to talk about that in another travel guide video. The next place is Brooklyn Bridge, and before I came to America, like thinking about New York City, Brooklyn Bridge was like the least cool thing that I wanted to see, because I always thought it's just a bridge. It's literally just a bridge. But honestly, since I've been here, Brooklyn Bridge is one of my favorite places in New York City, and that's why I wanted to talk about it too. I've been there like 5 times. If you go by subway, this is the station. I'm gonna put it somewhere here, where you have to leave the subway, and you can walk right on Brooklyn Bridge, and there's like little shops where you can get keychains and hats and selfie sticks, and also these crown things. I'm gonna insert a photo right here. That's all of the stuff that you can get really cheap at the Brooklyn Bridge. And also these photos, wait a second. These photos are $2, and I got one of Central Park, and I got one of the Brooklyn Bridge, and I got one of the Empire State Building. When you walk onto the Brooklyn Bridge, this is literally your view. and these are the photos that you take yourself. And I think it's just so pretty. It just looks so cool. I don't know. I just became a fan of the Brooklyn Bridge. Another thing you can do is when you don't want to take the subway, you can walk to it from Grand Central Station. It takes a long time. What you can do is you walk from Grand Central and you walk down 5th Avenue so you can see that, and then you can go through all of the like little, how do you call that, boroughs of Manhattan? You can walk through Soho, you can walk through Little Italy, Chinatown, all of these places. And then at the end of the day, you'll get to Brooklyn Bridge, which is, of course, when there's Manhattan here, it's like down here to go to Brooklyn. It's just really cool. I've done that. You just kind of get the feeling of how far everything is from each other. Also, in general, New York City is like a walking city, I feel like. And because all of the things that you really want to see are all in Manhattan, so you can just walk through Manhattan all day long and you see lots of stuff. It's really cool. A thing that you can combine with the like walking trip is the Staten Island Ferry, which is the next thing I'm going to talk about. The Staten Island Ferry is a ferry boat which takes you from Manhattan to Staten Island, and it drives past the Statue of Liberty, which is cool, and it's free. I've heard lots of people taking like really expensive boat trips to go around the Statue of Liberty, but honestly, take the Staten Island Ferry. I've done it twice already, and it's so cool. The Staten Island Ferry has like a station, which is kind of close to the Brooklyn Bridge, so you can like go on the Brooklyn Bridge and then you walk to the Staten Island Ferry. It goes every half an hour. It takes half an hour to get to Staten Island, then you probably wait half an hour for the next ferry boat and go back. So you can get amazing photos because you can stand outside or you can sit in a window. The best time I would say to go there is at the sunset. The first time I've done it, I went at the sunset and it was the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. But also a thing is weather conditions. You can't really plan it because when my best friend was visiting me from Germany, we planned to go see it in the sunset too. But it was cloudy and there was no sun, so there also was not a sunset. But the cool thing is what we saw that time is we saw the Manhattan skyline in the dark, in the night. I recommend not going in the winter because it was freezing cold and we were like dying, but it was a cool experience. And I'm also gonna put the subway stations right here. Next thing and last thing I'm talking about in this video is the Highline Park. Highline Park is a railroad that has been closed. It was like on top of the streets of New York. So what they did is they changed it and they made it into a park. So it's like a really tiny little park which is really long, and there's the railroads things on the ground. It's really cool, and you can walk there and you can take photos of the streets of Manhattan, of New York City, because you're basically just walking like one level on top of the streets. The Chelsea Market is like really close. You can walk there. You can also see the ocean or the water on one side. But Chelsea Market, in my opinion, isn't really that cool. But I was only there for like 5 minutes, so I can really judge. So yeah, I think Highline Park is definitely something that you need to see. It's really cool, and you can also, it's like in a walking distance. So I really hope you liked this video and that it helped you to get to know New York City a little bit better. I've been planning which 4 sites I'm gonna do for each video, but if there's any that you really definitely want to see or hear about, just put them in the comments below and I'm gonna work on that and make it into a video. And I hope you liked this. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and let me know anything in the comments that you need to add to this, and I hope you liked it, and see you in my next video.